When was the last time you completely, 100%, trusted your own two legs? Not just hoped they'd hold you, but truly trusted them. Maybe you've noticed the ground feels just a little less solid under your feet. Perhaps you find yourself mentally mapping out the journey from the sofa to the kitchen, just in case. Or maybe it's that subtle hesitation before you tackle a flight of stairs, a silent calculation of effort that wasn't there before. Your mind is as sharp as ever, and your spirit is willing, but your legs, they seem to be telling a different story. If any of this resonates with you, listen closely. This is not a sign of defeat, and you are far from helpless. There is a simple, fundamental way to help your legs rediscover their strength, their stability, and feel lighter again. It doesn't involve grueling workouts or complicated treatments. It's about giving your body 3 specific nutrients it has likely been quietly asking for. In this video, we're going to discuss 3 vital vitamins that can have a profound impact on your leg strength, often with a speed that surprises people. This isn't about trendy supplements. These are foundational, time-proven nutrients that have empowered countless seniors just like you to reclaim their balance, their confidence, and their mobility without overhauling their entire life. So if you are over 60, this is a conversation I urge you to hear. Stick with me through to the end, because I won't just name these 3 vitamins. I'll explain exactly the best way to use them, the foods that help them work, and a crucial tip that makes all the difference. Let's start this journey back to a steadier, stronger you. But before we dive in, please consider hitting the subscribe button so you don't miss out on more practical advice like this. And as you're here, drop a comment to let us know where you're joining from. I love seeing our community connect from every corner of the globe. Now, let's begin with our first vitamin, and in a very real sense, it might be the most critical foundation of them all. It's vitamin D3. If you're over 60, this unassuming nutrient is likely far more important for your legs than you've ever been told. Think of vitamin D3 as the foreman on your body's construction site. It doesn't just deliver the materials, it directs your body on how to use them. It tells your system how to effectively absorb calcium and where to put it to keep your bones dense and strong. It oversees your muscle function, ensuring your movements are smooth and coordinated. But here's the reality that often goes unnoticed until symptoms appear. As we pass the age of 60, our body's ability to produce its own vitamin D3 declines naturally. It is no one's fault, it's a simple fact of aging. Your skin, which acts like a solar panel, becomes less efficient at converting sunlight into this crucial vitamin. You might be spending more time indoors than you did in your youth. And even with sun exposure, your body may struggle to activate the vitamin D3 you do get. And so a deficiency can quietly develop, not overnight but gradually, in a way that's easy to mistake for just getting older. You might notice that familiar wobble when you walk. That extra push needed to get out of a deep chair. Maybe you've been woken up by sharp, sudden cramps in your calves or feet. Or you've had a few near misses, small stumbles you quickly dismissed but that left you feeling a little shaken. These are not just random signs of aging, they are often direct signals from your body. It might be asking for more vitamin D3. In fact, a landmark study from Harvard University revealed something startling. Older adults with insufficient vitamin D levels had a nearly 40% greater chance of suffering falls that required medical attention. That is a massive difference, and it underscores how incredibly protective vitamin D3 is for seniors. But here is the most hopeful part. When you restore your body's D3 levels, the change can be remarkably fast. A compelling study in the UK gave seniors a simple daily dose of vitamin D3, just 800 IU, which is a very safe amount. In only 5 days, researchers measured a nearly 20% increase in their leg muscle power. Think about that. A boost of almost 1/5 in less than a week. That isn't just a number. It's the difference between struggling up the stairs and walking up with confidence. So, how does it achieve this? When you have enough vitamin D3, it acts as a gatekeeper, allowing your body to absorb the calcium needed to fortify your skeleton. It also fine-tunes muscle contractions, which translates to smoother, more reliable movements. Crucially, it helps soothe inflammation, which is often the culprit behind that heavy, dragging sensation in the legs. But one of its most elegant functions is supporting the neuromuscular system, the intricate communication network between your brain and your muscles. This network is what allows you to instantly correct your balance if you step on an uneven patch of pavement. It's what keeps you stable and allows you to walk with a secure, confident gait. Now, let's talk about the practical side, how to take it for maximum benefit. For most adults over 60, a daily intake of 800 to 2000 IU of vitamin D3 is widely considered both safe and effective. But the dosage is only half the story. Timing and pairing are key. Because vitamin D3 is fat-soluble, it needs a little fat to be absorbed properly. Think of it as needing a buddy to help it get into your system. This means it's far better to take it with a meal rather than on an empty stomach. A breakfast with an egg, some avocado, or full, fat yogurt is perfect. Even a little olive oil on your salad at lunch does the trick. And here's another subtle but important tip: try taking your D3 in the morning or with your midday meal, because it plays a role in your body's natural energy cycles. Some individuals find that taking it late at night can subtly disrupt their sleep patterns. So, to tie this all together, if you felt that your legs are not the reliable foundation they once were, if everyday movements feel like a chore, or if you just want a simple, natural way to feel more secure on your feet, vitamin D3 is an incredibly powerful first step. It's not a magic fix, but for so many it feels very close. When you give your body a fundamental tool it's been missing, the results can be like a new lease on life. And the beauty of it is that it's simple, affordable, and requires just a moment of your day. Your legs will be the first to thank you. If you're getting value from this so far, I'd love to know. Just drop a quick hello in the comments and tell me where you're watching from. And please, subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this, created specifically for seniors and those who care for them. I am so happy you're here. Let's now turn our focus to a second vitamin. This one is frequently missed, yet it is absolutely critical if you want your legs to feel coordinated, responsive, and steady. It might be a surprise, as it's not typically linked with leg health, but when you understand its function, its power becomes undeniable. I'm talking about vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 functions like your body's internal GPS. While it doesn't build muscle tissue directly, its job is arguably more critical. It maintains the health of your entire nervous system, the complex wiring that carries commands from your brain to your limbs. Imagine trying to navigate with a faulty GPS. You'd get confusing signals, delays, and you'd feel uncertain of every turn. When your B12 levels are low, that's what happens inside your body. The communication lines become fuzzy. That's when you start to notice strange symptoms. A persistent tingling or pins and needles sensation in your feet, or that odd feeling of your legs falling asleep at random times. Some people describe a sense of disconnect, as if their legs are lagging a split second behind their intentions. Walking a straight line might suddenly feel like a balancing act. You might feel unsteady on a perfectly flat surface, or find yourself veering slightly to one side. And the most baffling part, you could be eating well and staying active, yet your legs feel exhausted after a very short distance. These are all classic signs that the GPS between your brain and your body is malfunctioning, and for a great number of older adults, a simple vitamin B12 deficiency is the underlying cause. You might wonder, why would I be low in B12? The reason is tied to the aging process itself. After we turn 60, our stomachs produce less of the acid required to unlock vitamin B12 from our food. Think of B12 in food as being in a locked box. Stomach acid is the key. With less acid, you can't open the box even if you're eating B12-rich foods like meat, fish, or dairy. Furthermore, if you take common medications like acid suppressants for reflux or metformin for blood sugar management, the absorption problem can be even greater. These drugs, while necessary for many, can make it even more difficult for your body to get the B12 it needs. So what is the result of low B12? The nervous system begins to struggle, especially the long nerve pathways extending down into your legs. The signals that command your muscles to move with precision become weak or erratic. This is the source of that unsteadiness, that feeling that your body isn't quite obeying your mind's commands. But here is the wonderful part: a B12 deficiency is usually straightforward to correct. And when you do, the improvement can be remarkable. Multiple clinical studies have shown that when older adults supplement with B12, they see significant gains in balance, walking stability, and coordination, sometimes in just a matter of weeks. The tingling, the numbness, that disconnected feeling, all begin to subside as the nervous system repairs itself. And what's especially reassuring is that vitamin B12 is water-soluble. Your body simply uses what it needs and excretes any excess. It is gentle and exceptionally safe. Most experts suggest a daily dose between 500 and 1000 micrograms. But here is a crucial detail: look for the right form. You want to find methylcobalamin. This is the bioavailable or pre-activated form of B12 that your body can use immediately without having to convert it first. It's often available in forms that are perfect for seniors, like sublingual tablets that dissolve under the tongue, chewables, or sprays. These methods bypass the stomach and deliver the B12 directly into your bloodstream, a VP entrance that is ideal if you have absorption issues. Regarding timing, taking B12 around lunchtime often works best. It can provide a gentle lift for the second half of your day and supports your nervous system when you are most active. A small tip is to avoid taking it at the exact same time as coffee or tea, as compounds in them can sometimes hinder absorption. So, if you've been feeling unsteady or your legs feel disconnected and wobbly, please do not just dismiss it as an inevitable part of aging. It could be something much simpler, something that can be restored with a small daily commitment. When your brain and body are communicating clearly, you move with a new kind of confidence. That nagging fear of tripping or falling starts to fade. Vitamin B12 helps bring back the precision to your movements, allowing your legs to respond instantly to your brain's commands. That feeling of disconnection is replaced by a wonderful, grounded sense of stability. Don't underestimate this humble vitamin. Its role in your independence and confident mobility is truly invaluable. Before we cover our final essential vitamin, I'd be so happy to know where you're joining us from. Just type it into the comments. And if you haven't yet, a quick tap on the subscribe button ensures you won't miss any of these tips. We are building a supportive community here, and you are a welcome part of it. And now, let's discuss our third and final vitamin. This one is almost never in the spotlight, yet it quietly dictates how your legs feel, perform, and recover every single day. It's vitamin B1, also known as thiamine, and if this is a new name to you, or you haven't considered it, this might be the most impactful part of our conversation. If D3 is the architect for your bones and B12 is the electrician for your nerves, then vitamin B1 is the battery pack for your muscles. It provides the pure energy that makes them work. Without enough of this vital nutrient, your muscles, even if they're strong, will feel weak and lethargic. Your legs might feel unnaturally heavy, or they may tire out after minimal exertion. Some people describe it as feeling like they're walking through deep sand. Others notice that after a simple activity like walking to the mailbox, their leg muscles ache and take a long time to recover. If this rings true, please know you are in good company. And it is not your fault. The tricky thing about B1 is that our bodies don't store large amounts of it. And as we get older, several factors conspire to deplete our limited supply. Certain common medications, particularly diuretics used for blood pressure, can literally flush thiamine out of your system. Even a moderate amount of alcohol can interfere with its absorption and use. And modern processed foods, which are a convenient staple for many, are often stripped of their natural B1 content. To compound this, our aging digestive systems simply don't absorb B1 from food as well as they used to. So, what exactly does B1 do? Thiamine is the crucial spark that converts the carbohydrates you eat into ATP, which is the direct fuel source for your muscles. It's what allows your legs to push off, to climb, to carry you through your day. And since your legs contain some of the largest and most energy-demanding muscles in your body, they need a constant, reliable supply of B1 to function without fatigue. Now, here is the most exciting part. Replenishing your B1 levels can produce results very quickly, sometimes in a few short days. In multiple studies, older adults who began taking a daily thiamine supplement reported dramatic improvements within a week. They felt lighter on their feet, experienced less muscle soreness after walking, and found they could climb stairs without needing to pause. They felt a renewed energy in their legs, especially in the late afternoon when fatigue would normally take over. Most seniors find that a gentle daily dose of 50 to 100 mg of B1 is highly effective. It is best taken in the morning with your breakfast, especially a meal containing some protein or whole grains. This helps charge your batteries for the day ahead. Try to avoid taking B1 at the same time as black tea or alcohol, as they can hinder its absorption. The truly unique thing about thiamine is its role in muscle recovery. So if your legs often feel sore, tired, or burned out after simple daily tasks, B1 helps restore their resilience. Think of it as the fuel that grants you freedom. It works quietly in the background, making every single step feel easier, stronger, and more supported. So, if your legs have been feeling heavy, slow, or just not right, please consider giving vitamin B1 a chance to help. It is one of those simple, foundational solutions that can bring profound relief and help you feel comfortable and confident in your stride again. So there we have it. 3 simple, yet profoundly powerful vitamins to help you start rebuilding strength and stability in your legs. Not over months or years, but with changes you can often feel in days. Vitamin D3, the architect for your bones and balance. Vitamin B12, the electrician for your nerve communication and coordination. And vitamin B1, the battery pack that fuels your muscles for easy movement. These are not miracle cures, they are fundamental nutrients your body has always needed. And sometimes with age we just need to consciously put back what time has diminished. But please remember this, it is never too late to feel stronger. It is never too late to walk with more stability. And it is never too late to care for yourself with gentleness, with kindness, and one simple step at a time. If this video offered you even one useful piece of insight today, I hope you'll subscribe to the channel so we can stay connected on this journey. And please, do let me know in the comments where in the world you're watching from. I truly love seeing our community grow. Whether you are looking after a loved one or simply striving to remain strong and independent through your 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond, know that you are not alone and you are doing a wonderful job. Be good to yourself, be kind to your body, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.